Dr. Benitech here. In our video today, we are going to be talking about how to calculate the number of valence electrons present in a molecule. Starting with the very first example here, which is tetraoxosulfate 6 acid, H₂SO₄. How many valence electrons are here? So we have hydrogen, we have sulfur, and we have oxygen. Don't forget, the valence electrons correspond to the group number of a particular element. So hydrogen is in group 1, which means hydrogen has 1 valence electron. So how many hydrogen atoms are here? 2. So I will say 1 times 2, which is equal to 2. Now, sulfur is in group 6. As you can see here, sulfur is in group 6. It has 6 valence electrons. So I will say, how many sulfur atoms are here? 1. So I will say 6 times 1 is equal to 6. Now, my oxygen is also in group 6. So 6 valence electrons there. How many oxygen atoms are there? 4. So I will say 6 times 4. 6 times 4, which is equal to 24. So how many valence electrons are here? 2 plus 6, 8. 8 plus 24 gives us 32. So there are 32 valence electrons in tetraoxosulfate 6 acid. Let's go to second example. We have boron trifluoride, that's B, and we have F. How many boron atoms are here? We have just 1. Boron is in group number 3. So boron has 3 valence electrons. Fluorine is in group 7. It has 7 valence electrons. So let's go back to the boron. So boron is 3. So we have 3. What about fluorine? Fluorine is group number 7. How many fluorine atoms are here? We have 3. So we have this is equal to 7 times 3, which is equal to 21. So sum total, 3 plus 21 gives us 24. So there are 24 valence electrons in BF3. Let's go to the next molecule, which is N2O. So we have nitrogen here, and we have oxygen. Now for N2O, let's check nitrogen. Nitrogen is in group number 5, 5 valence electrons. How many nitrogen atoms are here? 2. So I will say this is equal to 5 times 2, which is equal to 10. What about oxygen? Oxygen is found in group number 6. So how many oxygen atoms are here? 1. So this is equal to 6 times 1, which is equal to 6. So total number of valence electrons here is equal to 16. Let's go to the next example, which is carbonyl chloride, COCl₂. So we have the following atoms present. C, we have O, and we have Cl. Okay, so how many carbon atoms are here? We have 1. Okay, we have 2 chlorine atoms. I can put 2 here, still fine. So carbon is in group number what? Group number 4. So carbon has 4 valence electrons, and we have just 1 of it here. So it is equal to 4 times 1, which is equal to 4. All right. So what about oxygen? Oxygen is in group 6, as we can see here. And we have just 1 oxygen atom there. So this is equal to 6 times 1, which is equal to 6. Now, what about chlorine? Chlorine is found in group number 7. And we have 2 of chlorine here. So 7 times 2 give us 14. So we have 7 times 2 is equal to 14. All right. So how many valence electrons are here total? 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 14, we have 24 valence electrons here. Let's now go to the next molecule. The next molecule here is going to be SCl₂. So we have SCl₂, we have S-sulfur and chlorine, Cl₂. How many valence electrons are there in sulfur? Sulfur is in group 6. So we have 6 valence electrons, and we have just 1 sulfur atom here. So we have 6. Now, how many valence electrons are there in chlorine? Chlorine is in group 7, and there are 2 chlorine atoms here. which gives us 7 times 2, which is equal to 14. All right, so we're going to have a sum total of 6 plus 14, which is equal to 20 valence electrons in SCl₂. Let's go to the next molecule, which is SOCl₂. We have S, we have O, and we have Cl₂. So how many valences are there in sulfur? Sulfur is in group 6, so it's equal to 6. How many electrons are there in oxygen? We have 6. How many are there in chlorine? The two of them. 7 times 2 gives us 14. So 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 14 is 26. So there are 26 valence electrons here. Let's go to the next molecule, H₃PO₄. We have H, we have P, and we have O. Hydrogen, how many hydrogen atoms are here? We have 3 of them. Don't forget that hydrogen is found in group 1, so it has 1 valence electron. So this is equal to 1 times 3, which is equal to 3. What about phosphorus? P. We have just one of it here. All right, so phosphorus is found in group number 5. So it has 5 valence electrons. So therefore, I will say 5, because you have just one of it. 5 times 1. All right, so what about oxygen? Oxygen is found in group number 6, and we have 4 of it here. So that's going to give us 6 times 4, which is equal to 24. Let's add up everything. 3 plus 5 plus 24. So 8 plus 24 gives us 32. Let's go to the next molecule, N2F2. N2F2. So we have N and F, N2F2. Nitrogen is found in group 5. How many nitrogen atoms are here? 2. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. What about fluorine? Found in group 7. 7 times 2 is equal to 14. So how many? That gives us what? 24 valence electrons in N2F2. Now let's go to the next molecule here, which is N2H4. We have N and we have H. N2H. Okay, H4. All right, H4. So how many hydrogen atoms are here? 2. 2 times 5 gives us what? 10. What about in hydrogen? Hydrogen is in group 1. So 1 times 4 gives us what? 4. So total, we have a total of 14 valence electrons in N2H4. Okay, so our next molecule here is going to be BF4 minus. So for BF4 minus, we have boron, B. We have F4. Now, for BF4, boron is found in group 3. So this is equal to 3 times 1. Fluorine is found in group 7. So how many fluorine atoms are here? We have 7. 7 times 4 is equal to 28. All right, so now remember, anytime you have a minus charge or a negative charge, do well to add the magnitude of that charge to the sum. So sum of electrons here is going to be equal to 3 plus 28, which is equal to 31. But since we have a negative formal charge here, we are going to add 1 to the sum. So it's going to be 31 plus 1, which is equal to 32. Let's go to the next example. So NH3, we have nitrogen and 3 hydrogens. Nitrogen is found in group 5. Hydrogen is found in group number 1. 1 times 3 is equal to 3. So total here is going to be equal to 8. Then the last one here is NO2 plus. Nitrogen, NO2. Nitrogen is found in group 5. O is found in group 6. 6 times 2 here gives us how many? Gives us 12. So that's supposed to be 17. But remember, anytime you have a positive charge or a positive charge, do well to subtract the magnitude of that positive charge from the sum. So what is the magnitude of the plus here? Is 1, right? So we're going to say 5 plus 12 is 17. 17. 17 minus 1 here is going to be equal to what? 16. So there are 16 valence electrons in NO2 plus. So I hope from this video you've been able to learn how to calculate the number of valence electrons in given molecules. Now this is very, very important because you need to know the number of valence electrons before you can draw Lewis structures. And that wraps up our lesson for today. I hope this explanation cleared up any reactions you might have had about this subject. If you found this lecture helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to Dr. Benitex Explains. Your support helps me continue producing high-quality chemistry content for students worldwide. If you're ready to keep learning, I've linked a related playlist here that complements today's lesson. Whether it's organic synthesis or physical chemistry, the next step in your academic journey is just a click away.